What's up, folks? André here with Long McQuade. Today we're taking a look at an absolutely killer amp modeler. This is the Anti 1992 high gain amp, an emulator of Peavey's 1992 5150 Eddie Van Halen signature amp. This was Eddie's first signature amp, so as you can imagine, it absolutely blew up the electric guitar world and was a huge success. We're going to dive into all of the settings here and show you exactly why this was such a monster amp at the time. Okay, let's talk about Universal Audio's UAFX dual engine, which delivers the most authentic emulation ever placed in a stomp box. It has built-in noise gate to keep the heavy riffing crisp and clean, especially for DI recording. Between the different models of Universal Audio stomp boxes, it's unbelievable how close the emulation is to these authentic tube amps. You get the breakup, you get the saturation, you get the low, mid, highs, and everything that comes with it, like the Ruby or the Dream 65, for example. And they did the same thing here with the 5150 emulation, and it would be hard to tell the difference between the two. Okay, let's start with the cab emulation here on the left. The first setting is UK V30. Essentially, this is inspired by a Marshall 412 with vintage 30 Celestion speakers. The second setting is the CA V30, which is inspired by a Mesa Boogie 412 with vintage 30 Celestions. And we have the White 75, which would be a vintage Marshall 412 with creamback 75s. Moving on to the next section here, we have an Alt button. When you're in Alt mode, it will activate resonance, gate, overdrive, overdrive tone, and overdrive level. If you're in Amp mode, this activates the main dials here, which is preamp gain. We have presence, we have the output. We've got your EQ, low, mid, and high. And when you click down here, it says store. So if you have a killer setting going on and you want to recall it, you just hold the store dial down and then you can recall it on the preset here. And then over here, these are your channels. So you've got rhythm, crunch, and lead. On the Peavey 5150, you had a crunch button that you would actually push to give more gain. And we're going to go through those tones here in a sec. So let's start at everything here at 12 o'clock. We're going to go with the UK V30 cab setting, see what it sounds like. Pretty crunchy, pretty crisp. Let's head down to CA V30, which would be your Mesa Boogie 412. Very nice. And finally, vintage Marshall 412. Those sound absolutely awesome. Now, I created a lead preset earlier on, so let's check out what that sounds like with some reverb. Okay, heading into the channel section, let's get started with rhythm and get all the dials set to noon. See how that sounds here. Sounds like some nice tube overdrive there, nothing too saturated. And let's head over to crunch. Now we're into the lead channel where all the magic happens for your screaming leads. Let's check that out. absolutely explosive. This thing is unbelievable. I absolutely love this thing. To add to this awesome cabinet collection, upon registration of this product, you also get the availability of the D65 212, the C80 412, and the 412 Brown. You also have a USB-C connector for product updates. This box also has Bluetooth connectivity for the UAFX app, and you can download presets from your favorite artist and also create your own sounds and actually tweak and reassign some of these switches and buttons through the app, which is very cool. So you can really customize this and open up a whole new world of connectivity through the app. Okay, let's check out all the settings we have in alt mode. Starting with the overdrive. Crank that up. That's pretty cool. That's giving you kind of a vintage plexi sound almost, where it just sounds like tube gain to me. Let's take that overdrive, crank it all the way up. Head back to around noon. Now we've got resonance. Let's check it out on 0. All the way. Definitely adding some more body to the tone. Actually sounds pretty cool. Where over here sounds pretty thin. Maybe we'll go about 2/3 of the way. That is cool. That is beefy. I'm loving that. Now we've got the gate, noise gate. Midway. Get a little bit of a tail. Then all the way. Maybe a bit too much. 3/4 of the way. Still seems a bit tight to me, so I'm going to roll it back. I kind of like the midway point. That sounds best to me. We can still get some of those finger slides, you know, more of a natural sound there. So yeah, that is a tour of alt mode, which gives you, again, resonance, gate, overdrive, overdrive tone, and overdrive level. So that's pretty cool there. Now, if we want to store something, so there we go. We got a vintage style overdrive, so I'm going to store that. Now let's go see, by changing the parameters here, if that's stored. There we go. As you can see, totally different tone. There it is, just as easy as that to store your favorite tone. So that's amazing. Well, there you have it, folks. That is the UAFX Anti 1992 high gain amp. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I had a ton of fun bringing this video to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe at our channel, and click the links in the description below for more information on this product. And head down to your nearest Long McQuade. Try one of these out. Try out some other UAFX pedals. You won't be disappointed. and we'll see you on the next video.